You can take your pencil and you could shadow it, or you could draw little hashtags and lines, or you can use your markers or your crayons or your colored pencils, watercolors. There's all kinds of ways to add color to your painting, okay? But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to make a brown, because Rudy right here is a lot of brown. He's also red. He has some yellow in him, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of white if you want, okay? So are you guys ready to get started? All right, get your pencil and your paper ready. Here we go. You know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was the book was written by a guy named Robert May. You can start right here, guys. Put a little dot right there, okay? And then you're going to bring it around. Yeah, Robert May in 1939 wrote this story. There's a lot of reasons why, but sort of marketing. He was trying to sell something. So he developed this story about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You know all about him. You know, he helped guide the sleigh one night. You know which one I'm talking about. Anyway, here's another line right about here. You're making sort of a circle. See that? Oval circle right there. And then we're going to make a crown almost. His little fuzz on the top. Yeah, there you go. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, there you go. Starting to look like Rudolph right there, isn't it? We're going to give him a nose. Oh, famous nose. Right there. And it was shiny, so we're going to put a little, like half moon, quarter moon. Alrighty, and then we have a big eye and a little eye. Okay, and then we'll get some little dark circles in the middle right there. Yeah, starting to look like Rudolph a little bit, huh? Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about this. Did you know that the other reindeers didn't like Rudy? They didn't get along with him. They didn't let him play with any games or anything, you know. The names of those reindeers were Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. But you know what happened? Rudy became the most famous of all because he helped Santa Claus. Yeah. You know, and the song is different than the story. I mean, the story is one thing, but the song was written by a guy named Johnny Marks. Yeah, a long, long time ago. And you know, there was two famous guys that sang that song. One was Gene Autry, who was a cowboy, and that was the very first time it was sung. And then there was Burl Ives, who did all of those Santa Claus movies and stuff like that. Yeah, everybody knew about Rudy here. You know, he has a smile on his face. And the reason he has a smile on his face is even though all those reindeers, you know, didn't let him play in the reindeer games and stuff, Santa Claus needed Rudy. Yeah. And when all those reindeers got to know how special he was and how he helped guide that sleigh tonight, they let him play in all the reindeer games. I mean, he was so happy. That's why he's got a great big old smile right there. Yeah. Okay, I hope you're following me through these lines. Alright. So what I did so far is we made the face. We put his nose in there. We gave him a great big smile. One big eye. One little eye. Little eyebrow a little higher because the side's higher and a little lower on this side. And then the ears are right opposite of the eyes like that. See that? And you just make a great big oval. It's an oval. And then another little oval inside of it. And you do the same thing to the other side, a big oval. And then another oval right there. Yeah. And then, he's a reindeer and they have horns, right? We're going to give them some nice little horns right here. A little spiral. And then one off that one. Like that. And I'm going to do it on the other side too. We'll go in. And then we'll have another one that goes out that way. There he is. Now we're going to put his shoulders and some bells around his shoulders, okay? So you take your pencil, you go down like that. Now, I don't want to do it because I'm doing it with marker, but with your pencil, just make it like this. Show you. Just come like this, okay? And then we'll erase that when we don't get back to it, okay? And here's another one. You're going to come down like that. And then that. See his neck? And then his shoulders? Yeah. And then these are his bells. You know, you can hear them. You know which ones I mean? You're going to start right here. And you're going to bring that around his neck. And then in back of his neck like that. Just like that. And then you're going to bring another kind of curved line right there, because that's where his bells are. You know that little belt that holds the bells? Yeah, that's what we're drawing now. And you're going to bring it up like that. Yeah. And then you're going to put some circles in. These are the bells. See those? Just like that. I'm going to go over it with marker after I do this. But I want to erase this. See these parts of the shoulder? Then you're going to erase that. See? And that brings the bells frontwards. And then you're going to do the same thing here. Erase that right there. And then I'll finish that circle up right there. Okay, there's his bells. And they're around his neck now because we just erased that line right there. You see that? Okay, then inside the bears it's sort of like a Y shape. Just like that. Do each one of them. You've seen those bells. They have those little openings, right? Yeah. There you go. There you go. Rudy. This is Rudy. I'm going to write his name right here, okay? R-U-D-I. Rudy. Let me do it in marker so you can see it a little bit better. Go around the neck. Stop right there. Bring this down. And follow that same line. See? Make that space in there. And then circle. 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 And then the Y's inside. Just like that. And then his name again. D-Y. Rudy. Guess what we get to do now? We get to paint. Now I want to tell you something. Rudy is brown. And the way you make brown is you take, in markers, you just go ahead and grab your brown marker, okay? Same in pencils. And then if you have tempera, sometimes you can buy a brown that's already made. But if you only have the red, white, or red, yellow, and blue, what you do is you take a little bit, I hope you can see this, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, and a little bit of blue. And what you do is you mix those up, okay? Hope you can see that. I think my paints are running into each other. There you can, and there's my brown, see? Now that doesn't always happen where I get a brown real easy. Sometimes it might turn a little bit greeny. I like to put a little bit more blue in it. And if it does turn greeny, then what you do is you put a little more red in it. If it turns purpley, what you do is you put a little bit of yellow in it, okay? So there's a nice little brown right there. I also have the brown that's already made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that along with a little bit of the brown I made and a tiny bit of white. And what I want to do is I want to paint this part brown. There you go. Right there. If you're, not ready and you're still making color, that's okay. You can pause this and get ready and then go back to it. This is one of them, part of our free series that I do. But we also have classes, you know, all the time if you're interested in them. You can get more information. There we go. Be careful. Make sure you don't get that brown on the eyes. And if you do, wipe it off really quick. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and paint this one. Go around those eyebrows. There you go. You know, sometimes when you mix paint, and if you don't mix it really good, you get some of those other colors you put in. It kind of looks kind of cool. There we go. Finish that up. You know, another place that this brown is his ears, the outside of his ears, just like this. There you go. So, have you thought about what your favorite thing to do during the holidays is? I think it's spending time with my family and friends. That's so important to me. I've known about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for a long, long time. It's one of my favorite stories during this time. Okay, and this is brown too. You know what I forgot? So sorry. But the front part, right here, is a different color. Take your time on doing that. And then the brown is here. There you go, isn't that nice? And then underneath the bells around his neck, I like to do one color at one time. So everything that's brown, I'm going to try to get that done first. And I also, you know, I look at things to make sure I'm doing it right. I got a couple of paintings over here. Make sure I'm getting the right color in the right place. There you go. Right there. Okay. Pretty good. Any more brown? No, I think that's about it. Now this area right here is a lot lighter. You can either do it like, say you had a little brown, add some white to it, because what white does is it lightens up the color. Or you can use it as a, you know, a reflection. You can see something through that. Yeah, so you see it's a different color. Yeah, I'm going to go around the edges dark. And then I'll bring some white in there. Just like that. I hope you're having fun. Take your time. Don't let it frustrate you. And stay in those lines. That's why we do our color page, so we knew where to put the color, okay? Yeah. And then we'll get a little white. And lighten that up. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Don't be afraid. Just get that paint on there. Yeah, see that? Get a little more. I'm going to put a little shadow right there, maybe. Yeah, see that? And then we'll get another. Put a little shadow right there. Yeah, there we go. See? Blending it through. Make those colors blend. There we go. Well, he's looking like Rudolph, isn't he? Well, now there's some decisions you need to make about this too. I'm going to take a little bit more darker brown, and then I'm going to put some blue because I want it really super dark. I almost don't want to go with black, but I may grab some. And then I'm going to do this. Yeah. Just follow your lines you made. That's all we need you to do. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Ooh, what's missing? You know what? We need to make his bell stand out a little bit more. So we're going to take the red and we're going to make his little chain of red, or the leather part. Yeah, there we go. In between them. Don't cover your bells. Not yet. There we go. There we go. And remember I said that I always use the same color. Try to get all of that done. What I want to do is this is Rudy, right? So he needs a red nose, right? There you go. There you go. Leave that crescent shape right there. Keep that white. There you go. Yay, Rudy. Making him go over this again. Make it a little bit redder in a moment. Once it dries, you can go over it again. Okay. Hey, I think put a little white and a little bit of red and get kind of a pink color and paint the back of this. Just these two shapes right here. Right there. Yeah, there you go. I might put a little bit more lighter one. There you go. Oh, I like that. Yeah, and put more shadow around here. Fill it in. Lightly. Don't press hard because all you'll do is move paint around. You want to kind of get it to stay there. There you go. You got a red nose now. You know what else he needs? We need to give him a red smile, I think. Yeah, just like that. And his cheeks. We need them red too. Just a little pink. See that? There it goes. That's his cheeks. Pop. Alright, now there's two more things that we need to do. Rinse your brushes out because we're going to use a little bit of yellow. One thing about yellow, when you use that, you got to make sure it's a clean brush because if you don't, that's one color that changes quickly, just like the white. But your bells are yellow, see that? Just like that. There we go. See? So then keep on doing it. Yeah, here we go. Now, my students always ask me, Miss Annette, why do we have to paint white on something that's already white? Because it looks better, it looks finished. Now this white isn't perfectly white, but you still see the difference. A big difference. See? There we go. There we go. And right here. See, it looks real because it has a little bit of the colors. Picking up some of that paint that's around and making it yellow, which I kind of like. It blends it. Might even add some more here. Bring those colors around a little more. Add some more color right there too. Yeah. Rudy the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Remember, like and subscribe, okay? It'll allow me to do a lot more. Happy holidays, everybody. Stay safe. Wash your hands, okay? Wear your masks. We'll see you next year. Welcome to the brand new Art Masters, the virtual class.